Hey, what's up? This is Rob Roy, the plant-based prepper, and today I am going to harvest everything I can out of the garden and start over. I'm going to leave some things in that are doing really good, like this kale right here and the spinach. Most of it's going to be gone. I'm going to harvest my leeks over here, my carrots, my parsley I'm going to pull, and then all the tomatoes I'm going to pull. Look at my cauliflower. I didn't harvest it and it just kept growing. So that's what it looks like if you don't harvest it. So I'll pull that. And over here, I'm going to move some things into buckets. So I'm going to transfer my lavender to a bucket right here, and I'm going to transfer my strawberries to a bucket. Look at my Brussels sprouts. I kept looking at the top here to try to figure out when it was going to form Brussels sprouts. Well, I didn't see any. So I looked it up, and it turns out the Brussels sprouts form in between the leaf nodes right there. So I do have some forming. So I'm going to leave this one in here and just prune off all the bottom leaves so we can see them. And I guess that will help it grow faster. I have another one over here, but it's kind of crowded. So I will pull that one. And then I still have the garlic growing that I planted from the store. So I'll leave that in. And then everything else I'll plant from seed again and start my spring garden. See how it does. I don't need the parsley. We have plenty of it frozen and dried out for herbs. But the tomatoes, the carrots, the leeks, this cauliflower will all go. So I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done harvesting. I'm going to go ahead and get started, clean it all up. So I'm going to pull this small one right here. Yeah. This thing has been in here for at least 3 months, maybe longer. You see there's little Brussels sprouts forming in there. So I'm going to leave it here, let it grow some more. See how long it takes. Here you go. Bunch of celery right here. A baby one, but it's got to go. I had to put hardware cloth down because I have a gopher problem here. Oh, pretty small carrots. You see what happens? It hits the bottom and it curls. So I'm making J's. These probably could have stayed in more, but I need to pull it and make room for something else. So get these cleaned up. There's one. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what we have here is green onion. We're going to leave this in because we can just chop this off and it grows back. Ah, it smells good. Wow. Look at the roots on this thing. That's why it was doing so good. But we've got too much parsley now. We do not need any more all season. This all used to be sand and sawdust. It just looks like soil now. I don't have any more sand to throw in it, but I have plenty of sawdust. So I may have to go get some more sand to top this off, to level it off for the next season. We'll see. It's pretty high still. May not have to. Okay, that's the harvest for today. I've got leeks, I've got carrots, I've got tomatoes, I've got celery, parsley, and I did find out that the Brussels sprout leaves were edible, so we're going to save those too. Not bad. And then I'm leaving everything else in the garden. You can see it's cleaned out quite a bit. Leaving the kale, we'll harvest that as we need it. Same thing with the spinach. I just grab it and put it in the smoothies. I've got green onion over there. One green leaf lettuce that's looking good. This will be ready to plant again after I fertilize in a few days. Over here, the only thing I have left are my Brussels sprouts right here. That has some nodes on it, you can see. And then my garlic. I transplanted my strawberries over here. These have been in the grow bed for a year and they're doing good. They never die. I did not fertilize it the last 2 weeks because I was planning on pulling it, but since I still have it, it's in a bucket. Same thing with the lavender, in a bucket now. I'm no longer going to be putting herbs in the garden. I'd rather grow those in buckets because a lot of them are perennial, and that way I don't have to pull them every year. So I'll think about that as I plant in my grow beds. For now on, check to see what is perennial and what is not, because I like to start over every season. These are doing so well, I'm not going to pull it. We use it all the time. And it's getting tall. I don't know how tall these things will get, but they keep going. And my spinach, even though I cut it down all the way and it looks like it's crowded underneath, it grows really good. Comes back nice. This took forever to grow, so I'm going to leave it in here. I mean, it's been in for a while. Started from seed. Make sure you do not put tall growing vegetables next to smaller ones. Another thing I'm going to do this season that is going to be really cool is, you see these cameras right here? They're high def 4K cameras. I have 2 of them right here. This one I pointed down here because something got into my garden and started digging holes, and I found out what it was. It was a mouse that got caught in this netting when it was trying to escape. So it got in over the wall and it liked the onions over here, so it was digging a hole. And I walked out here one day and it was caught in the net. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these cameras for this grow bed, the other one for this grow bed, and I'm going to video this and do a time lapse. I'm going to take a photo every hour of every day, 365 days a year, and I'm going to do a time-lapse photo of my garden while it's growing. I might as well use it. I do it already for the sunset. I have one pointed over there. These cameras, I will tell you which ones they are. They're not that expensive. I think they're about 50 bucks each, and they are the best that I've had. And I've went through about 10 different types of cameras in the last 10 years. But yeah, I think that'll be really cool. Put one camera here, one over there, always pointed at the garden, and do a photo every hour of every day and see how the garden grows. So stay tuned for that. Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, just keep prepping.